What up, what up, what up? Hey, everybody, hope you're doing well. Hey, I just want to let you know, I know everybody can't always support and donate to the podcast, but hey, if you can do a one-time donation, I put up a Buy Me a Coffee link in this description of the podcast. So if you go to the description of the podcast, it'll be at the bottom, and you can just go to that link, and you can buy me a cup of coffee, or two if you want. And that would just help support the show, and I can wake up a little bit more and bring you more info. So thanks for listening to the podcast. If you can donate, that would be much appreciated. And let's get on to the show. What up, what up, what up, bitches? Merry Christmas. Yes. Welcome back to Lockdown Universe, home of the bizarre, peculiar, and unheard of stories of UFO legend and paranormal lore. Welcome back, welcome back. Well, it seems like, the Earth and our actual lives are becoming a little bit more paranormal as the days go on. Now, check this out. They just released information that AI has discovered 211 different types of elements. Okay, we've been working at the periodic table for how long? For like hundreds of years, and we're barely scraping the surface of the elements that are really out there, or at least combinable elements, right? As they discover more and more metal alloys, as they find tougher and tougher metal combinations, titanium, platinum, and things like that. So AI in its infancy, keep in mind, right? We are very much in the infancy of AI, has discovered 211 brand new elements. Okay? We're in the infancy, guys. How many more elements is this thing going to find? And the faster it finds more elements that either we can create or just exist here on the planet, the faster we're going to be able to create more and better technology. Think about how fast we can create newer technology. Now, since we're on the technology piece, let's look at this. Microsoft has been developing its own version of what appears to be kind of like a glass storage container, and I should say a glass memory container. So like, if you ever saw The Minority Report, okay, you remember that movie? It's a long time ago. It was like 2002. Great movie though. Tom Cruise in it. They stored a bunch of memory, a bunch of computer memory on these like translucent discs or translucent like rectangles, and they would just put it in with the prisoner that they were actually put them into like these like little tunnels, subterranean tunnels, and put a halo on them, and they would have to serve out their time. Nice enough, they didn't have to actually like really live through it. They just like lost the time. It's kind of interesting. But anyway, that's what Microsoft is developing, and that's what is coming close to fruition. So as AI is starting to develop, think about how fast we're going to have brand new things. Different types of cell phones, different types of non-phones, different types of transportation, different kinds of watches, of technology to watch on your television, or to even work with. Maybe we won't even be working with, computers anymore, at least not in the way that we've been used to it. Maybe we'll be able to fully develop a telepathic keyboard so that you don't have to sit there and manually type out what you want into a computer. I mean, it seems so silly to do it still after all these years, typing into a computer through a keyboard what you want. Wouldn't it be nice to just have that telepathic communication device and just enter your thoughts right into the computer, and just have it stored, and then you can work on the next thing. That's kind of like where AI is kind of at right now, where you can speak what you want into the computer, and then it can utilize your commands and create some program for you. So that's kind of where we're at. I mean, we've had speech to text technology for a long time, but AI is taking it a step further where they can take your speech and create a program around just your thoughts. So if you say, hey, I'd like to develop a program that can develop new kinds of drinks using citrus as its base. So, like let's say you can make screwdrivers at a bar, right? Well, now, it might be able to say, hey, you can mix orange juice and rum and something else, and you can get this great tasting concoction with these specific formulas. I mean, it'd be fascinating. An AI created drink, right? I mean, it's just like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie. And there's lots of movies that are out there where they had a sci-fi or an AI bartender, right? Was that movie that just came out with Chris Pratt? I think it was like The Travelers or something like that. It was a sci-fi movie where they were traveling from Earth to another inhabitable planet, and he wakes up, the passengers, and he wakes up and he's the only passenger awake, and then he wakes up somebody else, and there's an AI robot bartender there that he can sit there and talk to and order drinks, and it's it's the guy that played like one of the Master Lycans in the Underworld series, and he played one of the vampires, the Master Vampires in the Twilight series. God, he's a great actor, and I wish I had him on the tip of my tongue. I don't have him, but yeah, Chris Pratt's basically sitting there talking to this AI robot. I don't even think it was a robot. I think it was like a hologram, but it was an AI hologram bartender that was able to manipulate things. I mean, able to manipulate, cups and drinks and that kind of thing, and talk to you as a regular, standard human would. Really, really fascinating stuff. And I think that's kind of where we're headed, because soon enough, we're not going to have jobs, and AI is going to take over, and it's going to create a whole bunch of jobless people, but you're still going to want a bartender to talk to. So it's going to be interesting, right? We're going to come upon very quickly. We're going to wake up to a new economy where you're going to have to decide: are you supporting AI, or are you just supporting humankind still? Are you going to go and support an AI bartender with an AI band that can look and sound exactly like the real bands? Or are you going to go for the humanistic approach? Are you going to support humans? And it might cost more, right? That might be the thing, right? It might cost more to actually support your fellow humans, and a fellow human bartender, and a fellow human waiter, waitress, and owner, and all of this stuff. We're going to wake up to that economy. It's going to be really, really interesting to see how it all plays out. I just wanted to drop that knowledge nugget for you guys, just to think about and just to have in your mind as to how fast this stuff is really moving, and how fast it's changing our lives, and how fast our lives are becoming from science fiction to science fact. So anyway, guys, I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to pop out another podcast about Neil deGrasse Tyson and whether or not he may be an alien. So we're going to get into that and some other good stuff out of the news, and it's going to be fun and entertaining. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Tune in for the next podcast, and we'll be getting back at it. Take care of yourselves physically, spiritually, emotionally. Do whatever you got to do. If you got to lose some weight in the new year, try to do that. Just try to eat healthy. Try to get a little exercise. It's not easy for everybody. I'm a little bit older. I'm not as young as I used to. I pulled up some young photos of myself. I was like, dang, I wish I had that energy. But that's okay, because I do the best that I can, even if I'm sore all the time. So just try to do what you can. Try to keep yourself positive and in the light, and loving, and follow through on your hobbies and your goals and dreams. And as always, continue to question the universe around you. Until next time, guys, have a great day. Take care. Locked On Universe out.